What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky Pete back with all the news after week 12 of our Los Angeles Crusaders franchise, where the Crusaders just won a shootout against the Jacksonville Jaguars. We knew they had a good offense, but we definitely were not expecting them to come out swinging like that. It was a little bit different for me. A few people had been asking me to not use any players on defense. They said that would help the sack issue, so I tried to do that. Now, old habits die hard, so it was kind of like a 50-50 game where I played some snaps and then if I wasn't thinking about it, and then when I was thinking about it, I didn't play the snaps. I don't know. It's, old habits die hard. But, if that's something you guys want to see, we'll give it a shot. I will say on the plays I did use we did not get a single sack, and we still managed to get 6 throughout the game. But somebody suggested that, and I've been saying I want to fix the sack issue. So if that's a potential solution for that, I'm down to try it. Next up, we do have a very tough matchup against the 10-1 Houston Texans. We are also 10-1, and it is going to be a good game now. If we are going to have a shot in this game, we need Stuart Denny to bring it back down to earth. He's really been struggling lately, having thrown for 9 interceptions over the last 3 games. He had been doing a lot better, but that was just a little bit ridiculous for me. Luckily, we only lost one of those games. Our offense did make some big plays in the last win, to the point that it didn't matter, including our defense made a big play, both with a safety and a fumble return for a touchdown, to help carry us to victory there. And the other game that he threw 3 interceptions that we barely won, it was a close game. If we do that against a team like the Texans, we will pick up a loss, much like we did against the Ravens. Let's go ahead and get going on into our game prep here. And I think we just need to continue to work on confidence, because, oh, that's a wide receiver. Because, obviously I make bad reads. I openly admit that. Everybody knows that about me. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I'm not the best quarterback. That said, I will say he's been throwing a lot of wild passes lately, a lot of really crazy passes. And obviously we need to work on that. We need to get his confidence up and hopefully his accuracy up, something to the point where we're not seeing passes go 5 yards beyond where they need to be going, because that does lead to interceptions, and we have seen that happen. Let's go ahead and work on... No. Let's work on Bola Asante. Why not? Why not? Where are you, Bola? Where's the Bola at? Bola Asante. Man, I like this guy. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Moving on forward. See if we have any draft stories. I still doubt they're telling us where the Titans are moving to. Nope, nothing there. Draft stories. DeJuan Klein. DeJuan? There's not an apostrophe. I don't know. DeJuan Klein completely shuts down star wide receiver Jadwayne Simmons. What are these names? What are you doing to me, Madden? You guys know I'm not good at this stuff. DeJuan and Jadwayne. I don't know. Simmons. All right. Good cornerback. Cool. And we've already seen that one. Let's see. So they have the 13th best offense and the 5th best defense. We actually outclassed them in both categories there. The Broncos did pick up a win in the last start for the rookie quarterback, and now they have Chaz Jenkins back. So as long as they are still in the playoff hunt, which I believe they are a team to fear. Let's go ahead and check out what happened in this last win. See how the rookie quarterback did, or if they signed. No, he had a pretty good game, outdoing a great quarterback in T.R. Foreman. Wow, 225 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions for him. And let's go ahead and check out the playoff standing too, so we can kind of see how everything's looking around the league. I think the Broncos should still be in a playoff position, or at least a fight for it. Alright, so right now me and the Texans have the bye. The Ravens and Patriots are winning the other divisions. They each picked up a win in their last game. That's not great. And right now the Broncos are currently holding on to a playoff spot. With Chaz Jenkins coming back, that's definitely going to be beneficial for them. 3 of these losses have come without Chaz Jenkins on the field. Granted, the Crusaders were actually beating the Broncos when Chaz Jenkins went down with the injury. But we also know how good of a quarterback he is and how he is capable of leading a team down the field and scoring points quickly. As we saw in the first game, he just gave Stuart Denny just a little bit too much time to let the Crusaders kind of do the same thing. Awards. Let's check out the weekly awards, see what we got for this last week. Derek Carr, again. 25 of 28, 265 yards, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. This guy is a baller. He has completely blossomed without my bad read selection, let's be honest. Luke Kuechly, 13 tackles, 1 interception for him. Trent Cole, 12 tackles and 4 sacks. And Nick Foles, 31 of 48, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception for the Steelers. Yearly awards will briefly go down the top 10 here. Derek Carr leading the way still. Galvin 2, Kaepernick 3, McCarron 4, Blake Bortles 5, Andy Dalton 6, Stuart Denny 7, Vasquez 8, Johnny Manziel 9, and Khalil Mack at 10. This week, I think we're just going to look at our team's stats as opposed to... we checked out the division last week, and then maybe next week, maybe, I don't know if I remember, we'll do the NFL stats again. 22 touchdowns, 18 interceptions. I hate that, how many interceptions we've thrown, and it's really been inconsistent. It seems like we throw 0 or 1 or 3 to 4. You know, we had the 2 games against the Broncos, which have an incredible secondary. We didn't throw a single interception in those games, and then we turn around and we've thrown 3 straight interceptions for 3 straight games. It's not good. Without those 3 games, you know, he only has 9. Even if you take away 6 of those interceptions, he only has 12. 18 is way too many. Something, you know, we're working on, guys. We're working on. I know everybody's like, hey, I'm going to be the first person to ever tell you your reads suck. Nope, you're way late on that one, man. 169 rushes for Devin Golden for 883 yards, 5.2 yards a carry for him. Jesus King with 4.6 yards a carry. And here's what I love. Chauncey Green. I said I wanted to get him more involved this season, and we have been doing that lately. 6 carries, and he has 4 touchdowns, only 1.7 yards a carry. I mean, obviously we're using him in specific situations. And he's actually a good enough player that we could use him in other situations, and I'd like to. He just doesn't appear on the playbook that we use. And that's the same issue that we have with Ryan McNeil. I wanted to use a playbook that got a lot of our wide receivers involved because a lot of our wide receivers have really been playing great for us. And unfortunately, because of that, we don't see our tight end quite as often as I would like to. I don't know that I want to switch up the playbook yet because I kind of like how spread out everything's been. I mean, look at the touchdowns. 4, 3, 5, 4, 4. Like, we're definitely getting a lot of people involved. But I definitely like Ryan McNeil, and I want to get Chauncey Green more involved in the receiving game as well. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Hopefully we can make that happen somehow. I don't know. I want to change the playbook, but I don't. You know, we're winning right now. Obviously, Khalil Mack leading the way in sacks. Everybody else's sack number is kind of coming back down to earth. I feel like in previous seasons, we've seen like 5 people with over 10 sacks or something ridiculous. So outside of Khalil Mack, it's kind of doing okay there. We have 4 players with 2 interceptions. Raynard Ray, who had a ridiculous one last week for a middle linebacker. Deshae Campbell, Jimmy Mosley, and James. So it's kind of cool to see James have 2 interceptions in the limited amount of times he's played. I'm really not liking the fact that we don't have one guy kind of stepping up over and over and making big plays for us. Amuka Mara is really, he used to be our go-to guy to get turnovers, and that has not been the case at all lately. Fumbles forced, 4 for Khalil Mack now, 2 fumbles recovered. Defensive touchdowns. Oh, we have a safety now too. And that is Keegan Gibson who got that. Zeke Hickman and Deshae Campbell with our 2 recoveries, or our 2 touchdowns, I'm sorry. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like button. It really does help me out a lot. And I will see you guys in Week 13 and the battle of the 2 best teams in the NFL right now, I think. The entire NFL, or is there there might be an NFC team. Let's find out. The Eagles might be undefeated or something. Who knows? No, the Eagles are tied with us. So, yeah, the battle of 2 of the 3 10-1 teams. It should be a good one, guys. And I hope to see you there. Later.